We are continuing to multiply our whole digit numbers by a decimal number in this lesson. Let's just quickly kind of go over what we did last lesson so that we can build on that for this lesson. So here we have 445 hundredths multiplied by 81. First, we can estimate 4 times 80 is 320. This is just an estimated product. I rounded both numbers down, so this tells me that my answer is probably going to be a little larger than 320. Let's look at what this looks like on our area model that we learned how to do last time. So 445 hundredths can be split up into 400 plus 40 plus 5. And we want to make sure that we're labeling this as hundredths. $80 can be split up into 80 plus 1. And then we can multiply. 400 times 1 is 400, 40 times 1 is 40, 5 times 1 is 5. Okay, 400 times 80 give me 32,000. 40 times 80 give me 3,200 or 3,200. 80 times 5 will give me 400. And then I'm going to add these across. Alright, and I get 36,045 hundredths. It's very important that we remember we're working in hundredths. This helps me figure out that my decimal will go right here. And so I get 360 and 45 hundredths as my answer. When I compare that to my estimate, I do see that, as I predicted, my answer is a little bit larger, but it's not way off track. Okay, and the standard algorithm will look like this. So my first partial product is when I take 445 times 1. Now I'm moving on to my next, which is 445 times 8. But I can put my 0 here and then multiply 8 times 5, which is 40. 8 times 4 is 32, plus 4 is 36. 8 times 4 is 32, plus 3 is 35. You see that my partial products match. And when I add that together, I get this many hundredths. And when I add my decimal, it's in the same place. So I get the same answer. It all matches. That's what we did previously. Today's lesson, we're thinking about what can I do to this number to actually just remove the decimal completely while I solve the problem and then re-add the decimal at the end when I have my answer. So what I'm saying is, how can I get this to just become 445? What could I do to that number? So it needs to shift in the place value chart 2 places so that the decimal ends up behind the 5. And what you need to do to turn 4.45 into 445 is you would need to multiply it by 100. So it would move 2 places. So that's what we're doing in this lesson, so that we can just multiply 445 times 81. So I just multiplied, and now I'm going to add my partial products together. And I got 36,045. Now, 445 is 100 times larger than 4 and 45 hundredths. Therefore, my answer is 100 times larger than what I need it to be. So what I can do with my answer is then just divide it by 100. And when we divide our number by 100, we're shifting it right 2 places on the place value chart, which will end up putting the decimal right here